Hi everybody, I'm back. It's been probably about a month since I've done a video. I've been asked a number of times to upload more, and I said that I would. As all of you know, anyone that knows me, I'm proposing to compete this year in the British Championships, the UKBFF British Championships, the Premier League of Bodybuilding in Great Britain. Affiliated to the International Federation of Bodybuilding. No disrespect to the other federations, they're great, but in my opinion, the Premier League in bodybuilding is the IFBB, without question. Mr. Olympia, for those of you that are aware, is on this weekend. There's a man called Kevin Levrone, who's 52 years old. He's making a comeback after 15, 20 years. And he's going to prove everyone that genetics count for a lot. Hard work, commitment, focus and drive counts for a lot. And the sheer determination to prove to yourself that you're never too young to do what makes you happy, to compete and to fulfill your lifetime dreams. Why not? Do whatever it takes. If it makes you happy, do it. As long as it's not to the detriment of other people. So that's Mr. Levrone. We'll talk about him some other time. I admire him. I think he's fantastic in the world of bodybuilding. It's a freak show, some people say. For me, it's not. It's an art form. This is the trophy I won in 2013. Masters over 50 British champion. It took me years to get that trophy. People just couldn't quite figure out why would I want to go onto a stage with my nice little skinny briefs, oiled up and pumped up, and do my routine and do my posing, just like Arnold Schwarzenegger did in the 70s. Why do you do that? I tell you why I do it, guys. Because the drive, the commitment that I've mentioned, the determination, the focus, the hard training, the dieting is incredibly tough. It's one of the toughest art forms, sports, call it what you will, on the earth. To build muscle while losing weight. Now, why do you want to bother doing that? Why bother driving a Formula One car? Why bother jumping out of a parachute with a parachute and jumping out of an aircraft? Why bother, playing chess? Why bother doing anything? Because it fulfills you and makes you happy. Because it gives you focus and discipline. Because it teaches you a lot about life. Okay? It impacts your life. It teaches you about the psychology, the physiology, the anatomy of the body. It has an impact on your family. It has an impact on your friends. All these things incorporated are all part of bodybuilding. It's taught me a great deal. It's taught me how to deal with death. It has taught me how to deal with remorse. It has taught me how to get out of depression. So in a nutshell, I do bodybuilding because it's therapy, physical, mental, psychological, and I love it, and it makes me who I am. So for all you critics out there that think I'm mad and criticize and, question and opinionate about why people do what they do it yourself. Find out how hard it is for you to do it. Most of the people that criticize and opinionate because, number one, they're insecure about themselves. Number two, and this is just a generalization, guys. I'm not saying that everybody's the same, but this is generally how it works, I think. That's my own personal opinion. They question bodybuilding. They question why I lift weights. They question why I do that. Okay, well, let's talk about bodybuilding as this is the subject that we're talking about now. Okay, it's bodybuilding. I'm not driving the Formula One car. Christ, I wish I could be Hamilton. Well, I don't wish. I admire him. I don't envy him. I admire what he does. The money's cool, but money isn't everything, guys. Money can break you and ruin your life. Another video. Says he that hasn't had a video for about a month. Anyway, guys, let's get back to the subject. I waffle on. I digress. Forgive me. I do it. It helps me. But it has an impact. Negative and positive. Okay? Now I've gone blank. Why have I gone blank? I tell you why I've gone blank, because I'm jet lagged. And why am I jet lagged? Because I fly for a living. So not only do I compete in bodybuilding, I diet, I watch my calories, I train morning and afternoon, I lift ridiculous weights, I do cardio. I have 3 beautiful daughters, including one stepdaughter who lives here with me, Laura, and with my lovely future wife, Isabel, who has supported me through all of this. Okay. I have my 2 gorgeous daughters at home, Charlie and Georgina, who I adore and love very much. I have my mother, Emma. I have my beautiful sister, Tanya. I have a gorgeous family around me. And yet, I continue to punish my body, push my body to the limits, and I fly in an aircraft encapsulated in a 747, a 777, a Dreamliner, flying all over the world, and I still manage to do it. So in essence, guys, I manage to do all of that, look after myself, look after my physique, watch my health. Where am I going with this? There's no excuse. All of you out there that like to criticise, why do you do this and why do you do that? You criticise because you can't do it yourself. Maybe it's admiration, maybe it's hubris, maybe it's ignorance, whatever it is, okay? Live and let live. Don't criticise people that do what they do. You know, I had a friend of mine who always criticised me. Criticised, why are you doing it? Why are you lifting weights? Why are you competing, Alfie? Because he knew himself he couldn't do it. So it doesn't matter what you do. If a person can't do it, they will criticise. They will demean. Why? Because they're jealous and because they're envious. That is why. And there's a lot of jealousy and envy out in this world. And I hate that. I loathe jealousy and envy. I don't envy anybody. I commend people that are good at things. Okay? Unfortunately, we live in a world where envy thrives, jealousy thrives, corruption thrives. There's nothing positive about that at all. And that's the other thing about doing this sport. It's positive. Positive drive, positive desire, positive focus, training, positive in your diet, positive in your philosophy towards life. Many, many things. And that's why I've done it for 32 years. And it makes me happy. It fulfills me. Now I'm coming to the end of it because I have to consider my family around me. And I have said that I promised my ex-wife 3 times. My ex-wife, forgive me. What am I saying? My ex-wife. In fact, that lovely lady as well, come to think of it, a lovely lady and a beautiful mother to my daughters. Bodybuilding was basically the stake that drove us apart. Okay, and it was sad. It was sad. And I never stopped competing, And now 16 years have passed. And we're good friends. Many bridges have been built, and I'm glad about that. So there's another lesson in life, guys. Bridges can be built, all right? Now my bridge is to cross the bridge over to normality, cross the bridge over to the realization that, I'm 53 years old. 53 years old. I fly at 40,000 feet in a 747, 777, whatever height given on the given day, whatever route they choose to take, encapsulated, breathing in toxic air, filled with customers from all over the world, from all different backgrounds and cultures, black, white, yellow, pink, whatever you want to call them, they're all in there. Different sexualities, different backgrounds, they're all in there. And I'm one of the managers and boards, and I do that. And I do this. And people may say, Christ, you doing all that? You're doing all that for this? Well, it's what this symbolises is the commitment and the drive. People criticise people for, Olympic Games. I've heard people say, Christ, it's only a medal. Yeah, it's only a medal. But the sacrifice and the discipline and the drive and the focus and the sheer inclination to get off their backsides and train every day and push themselves to the limit and make the most of what they have and make the most of what God's given them. With all due respect to everybody, if there is a God or this infinite power that's created this lovely earth, okay? We're put on this earth for a purpose. Serve the purpose. Don't criticise. Don't moan. Don't be hypocrites. Live and let live. Okay? Now, I made this video long because I haven't had a video for so long, and hopefully next time I'll condense them a little bit. I'm a talker, guys, and all of you know that. Now, this is focused now. I'm gonna end it because I would like to continue and tell you other things. I've just come back from Iran. Okay, we have had a break from Iran for 10 years because of the unrest in the Middle East. Iran borders on Iraq. It borders on Afghanistan. It borders on Turkey. It borders on Pakistan and a couple other countries, and it's in the thick of it, and it's been in the thick of political unrest. Now we're going back there. And you know something, guys? I've just come back there last night. The Iranians are the most delightful people you could ever meet. What a lovely, lovely race. They were delightful on board, and it was a pleasure to go there. I was a bit nervous at first, listening to all the rhetoric and the stories and all this garbage that you hear on the news. Some of it obviously isn't garbage, because the truth is that there's been a lot of unrest and a lot of death. A lot of people have passed away, sadly, and they still are continuing to do so. And yes, the world is in turmoil. But anyway, I went to Iran, stayed in a lovely hotel. I worked with a lovely crew, all guys, funny enough. And the customers were asking, where are the women? Well, the women didn't go. I've no idea. They weren't rostered. I've no idea. We had to respect their cultural, requirements. Girls have to cover up, not their faces, just their bodies. And I respect that. You do, and respect. People criticize that as well. Okay, why should they tell us what to do? Why should we allow them to do what they want in our country and to live the way they want to live? Because we're free. We live in a democracy in the UK. We live in a democracy in Spain, where I am now. It's a democracy, freedom. Okay, so don't criticize people because they cover themselves up. I don't particularly like it, but it's their choice, and I respect their background. That's another subject, guys. I don't want to get into politics, okay? I just want everybody, I'm a bit of a humanist, I just want everybody to get on. Bit of an idealist. I want everybody to love each other, respect each other, and do whatever it takes for you to enjoy life. I do this. I love it. It makes me happy, okay? Obviously, there are other things I enjoy doing as well, but this is my core, okay? Anyway, I come back, I'm shattered. I wanted to train in Iran because at the moment I've got 3.5 weeks to go until the UKBFF finals, and I want to be in the best shape of my life, to the best of my ability at 53 years old. I'm going to be 54 when I compete on the day, and I will get on that stage, okay? I want to present a work of art, just like this, a sculpture. It starts off as a piece of rock, and you chisel it away. Again, I'll go back to, why do you do it, Alfie? Well, why do people paint? Why do sculptors chip away at rock? You know why, guys. It's an art form. It's an interpretation of yourself. It's an interpretation of many, many things, okay? Too deep to go into detail, okay? And I've got down almost to this position now. I've got 3.5 weeks to go. As I said, I've lost. I'm nearly bang on. So the time is going well. I had my doubts with all the stress of family life, flying, etc. There's a lot going on. I've got here my branched chain amino acids, for those of you that understand that part of it, because this video is going out to my flyers, my family, my bodybuilding mates, everyone. I've got my amino acids, my proud sponsors, Pro Muscle. I've got the whey again, the whey protein. Thank you very much, Pro Muscle, for supporting me. I really appreciate it. It's the strange irony is this is the last year I proposed to compete, and they just want to get a sponsor, but never mind. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm really pleased that they've backed me up, and hopefully on the day I will present to them the work and a masterpiece. That is my intentions, to present a masterpiece, and hopefully it will be appreciated. If not, I appreciate it. I've done it myself. I've done it for me. I don't need to prove anything to anybody. I do this for myself. But what I want to do for everybody is to try and teach, I guess, and show that anything is possible in life, okay? If you achieve and you focus, anything in life is possible, okay? With sheer determination. No matter what age you are, doesn't matter how old you are, okay? It's never too late to start. There's many things I wish I had done when I was smaller, that's another joke, smaller, when I was younger, and but I didn't do them. But it's no big deal. It's not a problem. I love life. And that's another thing. Love life, guys. Life is to be lived. Life is to be enjoyed. Life can end at any moment. So make